How do you hustle? How do you take time off? Where is the balance between the grind and the hustle that you see on Facebook and Instagram and all these people with the, I'm lacing up, and the 4-hour work weeks where people who teach that and preach that don't even have the 4-hour work weeks? Where is it in the middle? How do you achieve the legacy building, wealth, team management stuff that you're looking for while still taking care of yourself and the people that are around you? 3 easy things to implement that can actually really help you out with that would be, 1, get yourself one of these cheap little Go phones, and at 5:30, 6:30, Friday night, whenever it is that you decide that you are unwilling to allot more of your life to work than needs to be allotted, turn off the smartphone, throw it in a basket, have this guy plugged up on your kitchen island, give only your wife, your husband, your family, whoever that might need to get in touch with you as an emergency, give them this number, and that way you know you can be getting a hold of. And I'll tell you what, the freedom that you achieve mentally from knowing that you're just done for the night is what's going to allow you to pour back into yourself and pour back into your family in such a way that makes you ready to attack the next day and makes you ready to get this company where it needs to go. Because everybody fools themselves into saying, hey,
my company needs me to do this work. My company needs this. If I don't do this, if I don't hustle, if I don't sacrifice everything, we're not going to get the success that we're looking for. And guess what?
The most important thing to the success you're looking for is you being in the mental condition to take it there, right? So get yourself into that place. The second thing that you can do is calendar. Be very specific with what you're calendaring. I'll show you an example actually of my calendar here just to give you an example of what I mean by that. On my calendar, look, personal improvement time is blocked off. Tuesday mornings is when I hang out with my son. Every morning I go out and hit a bucket of balls and I listen to a book, and every Friday night I get off at 5:30 and I go on a date with my beautiful wife. You've got to make sure that you are only allotting your work hours to what you are willing to allot to your work hours. We used to have a saying in our organization that the work will fill the time allotted, and that is absolutely true. So you've got to really take care of that. And then last thing that you can really do, which is a little bit more of a subjective ruling, but it's something you really need to spend some time thinking about, is your realistic expectations. It is unrealistic to expect that you can do
all hustle all the time, work 1,000,000 hours and never give up
for the rest of your life. It is also unrealistic to expect that you're gonna have a Lamborghini, 6-story house by working 4 hours in a week. So what is the realistic outcome of the realistic work that you are willing to put into this job, and understand that going in? And I'm gonna give you a hint right now. Any new business model that you're putting into play, any new major thing is gonna take a minimum of 6 quarters before you start taking traction to it, probably closer to 8, before you're able to kind of back off and free yourself up. That's just typically what you're gonna see. So if you were coming in under the impression of,
hey, I'm gonna work really hard for 2.5 months and then everything's gonna work out,
you're gonna burn out. And that is why this industry has so much turnover. Come in understanding, I'm gonna have to work my butt off for 6 quarters before I'm gonna see the results of all my work. And I've gotta know I'm working from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and whatever I can do in that time frame is what's gonna get. So those 3 things are very important to understanding how to balance life. Balance, as Gary Keller puts it, is a verb, not just a passive word that balance happens. It is a verb that you have to work towards balance. And I wanna encourage you guys to do that. I dive in deeper into each of these sections, giving you tips and tricks on each one of those areas, as well as giving you some more guidance as to how you can really build that legacy wealth, how you can really understand what you're trying to do, setting up for the future, leveraging your time now at that point in time during the Grant Teach Me Something episode that we just filmed earlier today. So check that out. I've got a link to it below if you want to learn more about it. But these are 3 quick tips on how you can actively balance your life to make sure that when you said, hey, I'm going to quit my job and do real estate, you didn't mean I'm going to quit my job because I
love working constantly.
You meant I'm going to quit my job because this is going to provide the freedom, wealth that I'm looking for the legacy that I want to provide for my family. And this is how I'm going to go about doing it. I'm Grant Kemp from CreativeCashFlow.com. Check us out. I'll talk to you later.